Dude, what's going on? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the ways that you can get a tribute from your Findom sub, all right? There's plenty of different ways. There's probably even more that I'm not going to mention in this video, but just use your imagination and think outside the box, all right? First one, obviously, is the initial tribute. Every Findom sub that hits you up wanting to serve you needs to pay an initial tribute to prove that they are worthy of your time and attention, all right? For me, I charge at least $75, but you can make that number whatever it is that you want, right? Obviously, it doesn't have to be so high. It can be small. It's just a payment to prove that they are serious and not here to waste your time, right? A real Findom sub will be eager to send you a tribute, all right? The next one that I can think of is for any kind of content, whether it's like a video of you, bullying them, or if they want a picture of you, a specific kind of picture of you, any kind of content, obviously they had to send a tribute for that. You can charge whatever you like for. I usually charge, when I do content, usually at least between 50 and $100, depending on what kind of content I'm making, how much effort I'm putting into it, and the sub, and based on how much income that I think the sub has, right? So like if they have a lot of money, then obviously I'm going to charge them more. If they're more on the poor side, I'm going to charge them a bit less, right? The next one I can think of is any kind of a video chat. Obviously, they have to send you a tribute, right? If you're doing it over Skype or FaceTime or Snapchat or anything in person, they got to send you a tribute before and during the session, right? During the session, you're gonna be bullying them, calling them all kind of names, making sure they serve beneath you, and then after a few minutes of that, you're gonna tell them send a tribute a certain amount, and they're guaranteed to do it, right? Because at that point they're in kind of a trance. They're kind of in like a hypnotic state where they're gonna obey everything that you say, and in that moment you can make them do basically whatever it is that you want, right? Next thing is, I tell all my subs that if they want to be more worthy of my time and attention, they need to send more cash, right? And then I tell them, but I make sure I tell them, are you sure you are ready to really serve me, right? And then I'll give them like a higher number, right? So like, for example, if the initial tribute is 75, okay, they send it, and we're going back and forth a few times, and then I'll ask them, are you ready to really serve me? And of course, they'll say yes, and then I'll say, go ahead and send 100 or 150, right? And they'll go ahead and do that. Or you can say, after they send you a tribute, you can say, how did that feel? Did you like the feeling of giving me your money? Or, say it in a more Findom way, right? And they'll say, yes, obviously. And then you'll tell them, okay, prove it. Do it again. And then they'll send again the same tribute, right? Another way you can get tributes is by doing a Findom debt, right? So, for example, your sub can sign a contract that you can just make online. You can just Google like Findom debt contracts, give them a debt contract, and make them, for example, like they can owe you like 10,000 over, 20 weeks or whatever the case is, right? And then that way, like every single week, they have to send you, what is that, like $50 every single week or something like that, right? That's another way that you can get a tribute out of your Findom subs. There's plenty more ways. I'm sure you guys can use your imagination, right? A lot of it is you got to just keep them consistently involved every single day, ideally, and make sure that they know their place. Make sure they're staying respectful and obedient. And if you do that, you're going to be very successful, all right? Now, if you are a Findom sub watching this video and you are looking for a real Findom cash master, one who knows exactly what he is doing, I am available, and my information is down below. You can either email me or send me a Snapchat. And just know, if you do, I do charge an initial tribute of $75, all right? Anyways, y'all take care.